Welcome back to another episode of Mushoku Tensei. So in the previous one, we had a turning point. Quite literally, it was a turning point 2 where Orsted showed up, Tsudaken's character that we saw way back when. And he is the Dragon God. He revealed himself to be the Dragon God, which makes sense. That was, I feel like, the pretty easy theory, I guess, because we saw him with the dragons all of those episodes ago, and he absolutely handed it to us. He was absolutely nasty, absolutely beat up Ruijerd in a second, beat up Eris in half a second, and Rudius was really poking the bear. He was really, he was trying to get information out of Orsted, right, to be fair to him, and he didn't feel the intimidation that the other two were feeling. Because we found out that Orsted is a cursed child, right? Which means he has some curses on him, and one of his curses is the intimidation / fear curse, where everyone who meets him feels very afraid of him and very intimidated by him. But it didn't work on Rudius. That's why he was just chatting to Orsted all, like, basically the entire beginning of the episode, being like, yo, do you know what happened during the Mana Cataclysm? All those things. And eventually Orsted snapped and beat them up and killed Rudius seemingly. But the man god was like, no, actually, obviously they had a bit of a conversation. The man god was like, no, actually, you're not dead. And what happened is Nanahoshi, who was with Orsted, it was a woman, a masked woman with Orsted, said something to Orsted, saying maybe he is something, we didn't see what, and Orsted, after hearing that, decided to heal Rudius, right? So Rudius is alive, Eris is alive. We haven't seen what happened with Ruijerd yet, but I'm guessing we're gonna see it in this episode. I wonder how big of a turning point this is gonna end up being for the series, but let's find out. So, if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Blood is always on page in the description, and let's go into Mushoku Tensei, episode 22. Huh? Blood? Yeah. Wine. Is that his... No. Wait, the kids are still babies. It's his dream, right? Is that a dragon? He's dreaming, right? Orsted? Oh, what a horrible dream. Okay, Ruijerd's okay. Oh, we didn't see what happened to Ruijerd. Okay, he's okay. I was so nervous. Ryujin. Wait. He calls it the Ryujin. Okay, the man god and the dragon god. Wait, 1 second. Okay, it is Ryujin. Okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it is the same Ryujin. From the ancient times.
ラプラスが自分にかかっていた呪いを槍に移してなすりつけたそうです。
お前には無駄なことをさせてしまったようだな。
でもその呪いも時間経過で消えかけていると言っていました。髪を切ったことで薄れつつあるって。
本当か？
これからの努力次第でそれは取り除けると人神は言ってました。
You think he should shave his eyebrows as well? You think that's gonna help?
そうだったのか。
Aww. Aww.
じゃあ僕もそろそろ寝ますね。
Aww. The validation that he's been seeking. That his work is actually paying off. Aww.
何してるのよ。オルステッドが使っていた魔術を真似しようと思いまして。どういう魔術なの？魔術を無効化する魔術。
Disturb magic.
なんでそんなことしてるの？
Yep.
研究ですよ。オルステッドにまた会ったら逃げ切れるくらいにはなっておきたいじゃないですか。
Is that his house? Oh, it is. He's finally back home. Then it completely destroyed the area as well. It didn't just like teleport the people, it also destroyed the area fully. Man, I was hoping, because we didn't really get to see the direct damage of the Mana Cataclysm, I was kind of hoping that maybe it left all the structures alone and it just purely teleported the people away from it. But no, it seems like it fully destroyed the area as well. Unless it got weathered down by time because it's been like over 2 years at this point. But I'm pretty sure it destroyed the area. It was the Mana Cataclysm, right? What even is the Mana Cataclysm, man? We'll find out eventually. Who caused it?
見てみたかったな。お守りは必要ないな。世話になった。
僕は何もしてませんよ。
Are they breaking up?
ミリスでも。
そんなことはない。お前は愚直な俺にいろいろな方法があるのだと教えてくれた。俺は全て覚えているぞ。 デッドエンドと聞いて恐れることなく、愉快そうに笑った冒険者の顔を、スペルド族と聞いても認めてくれたドルディア族との距離感を、家族との再会に涙しながら礼を言ったシーローンの兵士を。
それはルイジェルドさ
うん。
ん、あなた自身の力です。
いや、俺一人では何もできなかった。戦争から400年、一歩も前進できなかった。その俺に一歩をくれた。
でも、それはあくまで人神の。
見たこともない神などどうでもいい。
What a
実際
guy.
に俺を救ってくれたのは、お前だ、ルーデウス。
What a guy.
エリス、
何よ。
お前には才能がある。俺なんかよりもはるかに強くなれる才能だ。
Wait, sorry that I'm pausing during this moment, but I've been thinking about something during this entire conversation here. That's not really that relevant to the actual conversation, but you know how they were talking about in the previous episode how I was talking about how it was the dragon god, like the man god mentioned how the dragon god is more into like, you know, the entire theatrics of reincarnating someone and stuff. So maybe it was something that he did. I wonder if the man god actually is responsible for the reincarnation of Rudius into this world, and he didn't know who Rudius reincarnated as in this world, and now Nana Hoshi at that moment she realized, wait, maybe he's the one who got reincarnated by you into this world, and that's why Orsted actually healed them. I wonder. And I wonder if it has something to do with the fact, I don't know, actually. I was gonna say, I wonder if his curses and him, you know, being feared by everyone and kind of like living a miserable life in seclusion almost, kind of like played into the fact of him choosing Rudius, or I guess the previous Rudius, to be the one to reincarnate because of his seclusion as well, and him being like a neat and a shut in. I wonder. I don't think so, but if that's the case, that would be kind of interesting.
神の名を冠する者と戦い、その技を受けた。その意味はわかるな。
わかったわ。
よし、いい子だ。
Oh, he's the best.
最後に、お前たちを子供扱いするが。
Oh, I don't want them to break up. Ruijerd is such a giga Chad. What a guy.
これを返しておかなければな。
それはルイジェルドさんが持っていてください。
いいのか、大切なものなのだろう。
大切なものだからです。
Oh.
ではな、ルーデウス、エリス。また会おう。
We'll meet again, Ruijerd. We'll meet again.
言いたいことはたくさんある。
This is the actual turning
言葉に
point.
できないくらいたくさんのこと。たくさんの気持ち。別れたくない。仲間だという気持ち。
It's been a long 2 years. Man, they've all changed so much. Oh, man. It needed to happen at some point. It was gonna happen. It was bound to happen. Oh. Oh. But now what? I guess now we prepare for whatever season 2 is gonna be about, right? Oh, her grandpa. Her grandpa, right?
ダメよ。ルーデウスも一緒。
エリス様がそうおっしゃるのであれば。
Oh.
まずはエリス様、よくぞご無事に。
前置きはいいわ。言いなさい。 誰が死んだの？
She can read the room.
サウロス様、フィリップ様、
Oh!
ヒルダ様。
Philip as well? And Hilda?
間違いないのね。
フィリップ様とヒルダ様は共に転移し、紛争地帯で亡くなられました。ギレーヌが確認しております。
そう。おじい様は
転移事件の責任を取らされ、処刑されました。
そんな、なんでサウロス様が処刑される必要があるんですか？ルーデウス、座って。
Someone had to be held accountable for it, right? Someone had to be the scapegoat.
お気持ちはわかりますが、これが今のアスラ王国です。
それで、どうするの？
エリス様を妾として迎え入れたいとピレモンノトス・グレイラント様
アルフォンス、貴様はあのクズの話に乗るつもりか？
クズでも名家です。
そんなことなど知らん。お前はエリスのことを考えているのか？
私が考えているのはボレアス家とフィットー領のことでございます。
そのためにエリスを犠牲にするつもりか？
必要とあらば。
エリス、こんな奴の言うことを聞く必要はない。逃げて幸せになる。
領民はどうなさると？
お前が何とかしろ！うるさい！
Fuck.
少し一人にさせて。
So much for a reunion, man. I was waiting for a...
聞こえなかったの。一人にさせて。わかりました。
Rudis is not gonna allow it to happen. He cares for her too much. Aww.
それは行方不明のリストだ。母様はまだ見つかってないんですね。シルフィー、まさか知り合いか？ええ、そっちの死亡者リストは見たのか？
Okay.
ならば生きてはいるんだろう。
She was found and she's alive. Okay.
よかった。
I was looking forward to the reunion with Ghislaine. It was gonna be such a good reunion. It was gonna be so fun and jolly and happy, and everyone's gonna be celebrating it, and then this. Okay. Anyways,
起きてる。どうぞ。こんばんは、ルーです。
very formal.
エリス、もういいんですか？大丈夫よ。まあ、こんなことになるんじゃないかと思っていたわ。これからどうするんですか？どうって？アルフォンスさんが話してたことです。どうでもいいわ。どうでもいいって。ルーデウス、私一人になっちゃった。それでね、私この間15歳になったの。
That's not old in this
全
world.
然気づきませんでした。
Oh, also, yeah.
今から何か用意した方
I
がいい
didn't
です
know
か
about
ね？
it either.
欲しいものとかありますか？家族よ。ルーデウス、私の家族になりなさい。兄弟になれという意味ですか？関係なんて何でもいいわ。つまり一緒に寝ましょうってこと。
I thought that that's what she was building up towards.
なんで突然。前に約束したじゃない。あれは僕が15歳になったらって話じゃ。どっちでも構わないわ。
一体どういうことだ？そうだ。エリスは自暴自棄になっているのかもしれない。そりゃやりたいよ。でも、
I think.
まるで弱みにつけ込んでいるみたいじゃ
I
ない
think
か。
so. I think so. Yeah. I think what she. Okay, I might be misreading the room here. But I think what she's trying to do is she doesn't want her first experience to be as a concubine to someone she doesn't care about, and she at least wants to be with Rudius for now before she goes there. That was my guess when I saw her walk in. But I don't know. It feels very forced and stuff, and it feels very unnatural. We'll see what's gonna happen. Oh, kind of reminds me of the dream that he had.
何よ、これ。エリスが可愛いもので。これって興奮してるってことよね。
Oh,
私が嫌ってわけじゃないのよね。さっきから目線がエッチね。
yeah, 100%.
でもダメっていうの。約束は約束じゃないですか。
I'm proud of my boy.
15歳になるまでって。
I'm proud of my boy.
ねえ、ルーデウス。
He knows it feels wrong
お母
here.
様から習ったのだけど、恥ずかしいから一回しか言わないわ。私、
Oh,
ルーデウスの子猫が欲しいにゃん。
that's a don't use that line. I feel bad for Eris. I really do. Oh boy. Oh boy. It feels so off. Is this the vibe that you wanna go for, Rudius? Oh, really? Really, it's not gonna be interrupted by anything. Wow!
Good morning, everyone! おはよう、いい朝だね、ショック。どうしたんだい、そんな暗い顔して。君も経験してみなよ。笑顔になる。
Really?
そしてこんにちは。今日から僕も君たちの仲間入りさ。いわゆるリア充ってやつだね。おっと、もうこんな時間か。失礼、彼女との予定があるのだね。ほら、エリス朝だよ。起きて。起きないといつ
She's not gonna be here.
といない。
Oh, fuck!
叱ってるんだな。まったくもう。
Oh! She cut her hair? That signalizes a big change. That always signalizes a big change. There's a letter, there's a letter, there's a letter.
今の私とルーデスでは釣り合いが取れません。旅に出ます。アルフォンサ、エリスは
ギレーヌと共に旅立たれました。
どこに？
ルーデウス殿には口外するなと仰せつかっております。
そうですか。
あれ、なんでわけがわからない。あれ、なんで振られた。いや、捨てられた。あれ、家族。あれ。
Oh, fuck! Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's unpack this. Let's unpack this. Let's address the entire thing here. That felt so off throughout the entire thing. Okay, I am also a bit confused as to what the entire plan is, but I'm gonna try to work through it here. Maybe by talking about it here, we're gonna collectively come to some kind of understanding of what the fuck's happening. So, Eris decided to sleep with Ruijerd there. Nobody stopped them. And if you ask me, from the situation that we saw, it felt pretty forced. Not forced as in she forced herself onto Ruijerd or anything along those lines. It felt like she forced herself to do this kind of thing out of... I'm not sure what exactly her plan is, because I said earlier that I think her plan was to not have her first son taken by some noble that she doesn't care about or doesn't know. She at least wants it to be with Ruijerd, and she kind of rushed it because of that. But now that if she truly has gone on a journey with Ghislaine, that kind of feels like a journey to run away from the noble. And if that's the case, then I'm truly confused, right? But like, why, if that's the case, she would have told the Ruijerd about it. But also, it doesn't seem like, I just don't see Eris being the person to hear all of those things from Alphonse, of like, you know, you need to do this for the people, right? If you don't become that noble's concubine, then the people are gonna suffer, right? I just don't see Eris being that kind of person who's gonna turn a blind eye to it and would be like, you know what, I don't care about the people, I wanna run away. I want my own happiness over the people. I don't see Eris being that kind of person. But also then the fact that confuses me is she went with Ghislaine, who obviously doesn't seem like... I feel like Ghislaine would do anything to protect Eris. I don't know. Is Ghislaine going to be the concubine now? Or is she running away with Ghislaine? Either option, if she were to become a concubine, why would she go with Ghislaine? If she were to run away, why would she do the things that she did with Ruijerd? Those are the things that confuse me a bit. I'm sure we'll find out, right? But I am pretty confused about the entire situation here. Nothing checks out unless she's kind of like... You think she tricked Ghislaine? I don't know. What if she told Ghislaine, hey, let's go to blank blank blank, and then after they come there, she's gonna kind of like... Maybe she's going with her for kind of like... I don't know, why would she go with Ghislaine then? I don't think so. Shoot, I can't figure it out. I also can't see Ghislaine being convinced by Alphonse or by Eris to be the concubine. Maybe she would be. Maybe there is a way for her to be convinced of this kind of thing somehow. I also wonder if Eris is trying to distance herself from Ruijerd so that she can eventually... Maybe she wants to take some time with Ghislaine, like apart from Ruijerd. Maybe actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe she does want to take some time away from Ruijerd together with Ghislaine, and then in, let's say, a year's time of her journeying with Ghislaine, she has decided to become the concubine or something along those lines, right? But she wants to distance herself from Ruijerd first. Maybe that's the case. Because obviously, I don't think this kind of experience here was the divisive thing of her, you know, choosing what to do. I think she very much had a plan before she came into Ruijerd's room of what she's gonna do, and I wonder if she's also using this as kind of like an excuse. But I would feel really bad for Ruijerd, right? Because that would feel like almost dumping the blame onto Ruijerd. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Eris would ever dump the blame onto Ruijerd or anything along those lines. But I do think that Ruijerd is gonna feel guilty about it, no matter what. Fuck! What now? How do we get here? Yeah, I don't know. Does anything that I said make sense? Does it make sense where I'm coming from with all of my I don't know if maybe it's just ramblings of a madman, but I'm trying to make sense of the entire situation, right? I don't know. I genuinely don't. I'm so confused as to what the plan is here and what the idea, like what Eris's entire idea from her getting to Ruijerd's room to her living with Ghislaine is, right? I'm sure we'll find out, obviously. We will find out eventually, but Ruijerd is gonna suffer because of it as well, and I'm sure that Eris knew that her leaving Ruijerd like this is gonna leave Ruijerd in tatters, right? It's gonna break him. Fuck. I don't know. Like, even then, if she just wanted some time away from Ruijerd, I'm sure she would have said it. Like, she would have let him know, to be like, hey, I just want to take some time off and, you know, sort out some stuff that I'm dealing with. And I'm sure Ruijerd wouldn't be happy about it. I'm sure Ruijerd would still be very much torn up about it. But I feel like that would be easier to accept than her being like, hey, we just aren't a match. Things aren't working right now. I'm going on a journey with Ghislaine. That feels so rough. I don't know. Because Eris is like the sweetest girl you could ask for. So what's the plan there? And that entire scene, as I said earlier, in the bedroom, felt so weird and off. And I was actually, like, obviously, it's hard to blame Ruijerd for it. I think Eris were, like, obviously, Ruijerd isn't to blame whatsoever, right? He was trying to do some pushback, right? And being like, hey, this isn't it. We made a promise. Also, this doesn't feel right and stuff like that. But Eris just kept insisting and insisting and pushing and pushing and pushing, kind of like almost coercing him into the entire thing. Obviously, she had a plan with that entire thing. It felt calculated more than anything else, but I can't tell what exactly her entire plan is. And I'm trying to see some kind of vision of what kind of plan she triangulated given Eris's character, and I can't see it because it just doesn't make sense no matter what direction I look at it from. I don't know. We'll find out. I give up. I give up on theory crafting. I give up. We'll see. I don't know if I don't think we'll see it in the next episode. I think this is gonna be one of those things where it gets unveiled to us gradually of what the hell Eris's plan is or was, but I don't know. I'm lost. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the finale of season 1. Peace.